Hamburg was the last one of the 16 states the Federal Republic of Germany consists of, and we've had direct democracy since 1996. At first, the thresholds were so high that it seemed hardly possible to pass any initiative. And so, but the people were so keen on taking part that we managed to improve the laws. We even were successful in changing the electoral laws in the city-state of Hamburg. And at first, I'm for, well, if you can have a timeline that is too short, but it also can be too long, because after a certain time, you might lose the momentum or the feeling of urgency, and so you have to find some way in between. 90 days definitely is too short in our experience, because administration and all the other agencies have a difficult time dealing with it. In Hamburg, voter fraud is not a problem, because every inhabitant has to be registered anyway, so it's quite easy, but time-consuming for the administration to find out if signatures are of dead people or if the people exist at all. So that is not a problem at all. But in those more than 20 years that we had a direct democracy, the law has been changed again and again and again, trying to improve. Sometimes government won. We had to go to court quite often. Sometimes government won, sometimes we won. So it's not a standstill at all. I think it will have to go on and on and on, because it always can be improved. There is one feature which we are very happy with. We managed to implement a time span in the three-step process, a time span which allows for negotiations between Parliament and initiatives to come to compromises which everybody is happy with afterwards. So, and it is good for the climate, for political climate in a small city-state like Hamburg, because everybody is on equal terms, and the ruling parties can find out that initiatives are not enemies, and that they all want practically the same goal, the same aim. That is the best for the whole community. In those 20 years we've had in those 20 years we've had about 150 initiatives in the municipalities, and about over a dozen initiatives on the state level. So in the beginning, the government tried to simply ignore the outcome. And so we had to start over again. And we made the outcome of ballots a binding for the government. And we think democracy needs Democrats, or it does not function. And if there are people who are more interested in power or so, they will try to keep initiatives small and unimportant, and that's why they put the threshold higher up, so initiatives cannot climb across. And Matt said that if you give responsibility to people, the people will become responsible. Yes, that's what we experienced too. Before we started with direct democracy, everybody complained that people are not interested in politics. And once they have the opportunity to vote on issues which concern their own lives and interests, they all were there. And I think that's the most important thing. Without direct democracy, democracy is never complete. And the best constitution is worthless if the people in power don't respect it and don't implement what it means. And that's, yeah. And I wanted to add, never give up. If you lose one time, start again. Start again, start again. Democracy takes